Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 6 of the Football Manager 2018 Arsenal career. Remember, we are using the current winter update, so it is all updated with all the January transfer window signings, which means we do have Aubameyang. Just in case you haven't watched any of the episodes so far, Aubameyang actually did get his leg broken in pre-season, so we've been waiting for him to come back. He is back now, and hopefully he can start banging in the goals for us. Actually, is he back? Now, it's Lacazette that's just come back from injury, so we're going to have to check actually if Aubameyang is back or not. It's been a few days since I've actually recorded, so I am a little bit out of the loop right now. I need to check the squad shortly. We're just going through some of the scouting meetings and seeing what players are being offered towards us. Nobody really there which tickles our fancy. Mkhitaryan, he's just picked up another injury, this time a twisted ankle, so he's going to be out between 3 to 4 weeks, I think that said, 3 to 4 weeks. So that is a bit of a blow because Mkhitaryan has started off his Arsenal career on fire. He's got plenty of assists, a few goals as well. But we're going to be starting off today's episode with an away match, as you saw there, taking on Leicester City. Manchester United won, Chelsea won. Wow, Liverpool won 5-1, Manchester City won, and Tottenham won. So all the big teams there winning, taking the 3 points, which leaves it up to us to end the day with hopefully another 3 points to keep us top of the Premier League table. We still are unbeaten in the Premier League as well, the only team unbeaten, because it was between ourselves and Tottenham, if you may remember, and we did go out and beat Tottenham 7-3, wasn't it? It was quite a thriller, one of the best North London derbies that has ever existed. Liverpool, they are slowly climbing the table. As you may remember, they were bottom of the table for a few games, but you can see they are slowly climbing the table now, getting back to where they deserve to be. But let's change the team then. We've got Danny Welbeck in there in place of Mkhitaryan. I'm going to put him on the left side though, and Iwobi on that right side. Jimenez starting in the middle of defence. Let's just take out Mkhitaryan before I forget. And Nketiah. We've got Ozil, Lacazette. I think that is going to be everybody. We could put Chambers in. I know Chambers has been complaining recently that he's not getting first team start, so I'm going to put Callum Chambers in there as our right back, give Bellerin a little bit of a rest. Bellerin has started off the season on fire as well, so he could do with the rest. It is against Leicester City, so it is going to be a tough game. They've got some decent players, but they are not the champion side that they once were. Let's see how we get on. A little bit more defensive than our own lineup there. They're only playing with Okazaki as a main striker, nobody really pushing forward. So let's see how this one goes. The usual lineup there for Arsenal, although we do have Iwobi starting on the right side, which is probably one of the different things that we've done, actually. The most different things that we've done so far in our series. And as you can see, we have struggled a little bit in this game. We're into the last minute. It looks like this one is going to end 0-0. And indeed it is. So a quick game there. Not many good chances to speak of really, but let's get that one out of the way. At least we are unbeaten. We dropped 2 points, but we are still top of the Premier League table, thankfully. Now let's jump into the next one then shortly, and hopefully get ourselves back to winning ways. Player of the month, Ozil, and Mkhitaryan, in fact, just behind him. So 2 of the best players for the month of October came from our side, Arsenal. And then the young player of the month is Loftus-Cheek, and the manager of the month is myself. There we go. We are the manager of the month. Absolutely fantastic. That's nice to see. Obviously unbeaten as well through that month. And we're going to go into Europa League. This is the 4th game of the Europa League in the group stage. So it's all the return ties of these games coming up. And hopefully we can win this one. And we do like to change things up as well in European games. Mkhitaryan, I believe, is still out. We are going to change it to 2 strikers. I do like to use 2 strikers. And we're going to put in the youngster Nketiah going forward. Yeah, Mkhitaryan is still out. Joe Willock. Shall we start Joe Willock? I think we will start Joe Willock. He is an out-and-out right winger, so that's even better for us. I like to play El Nene in the middle as well, but who for? Ramsey or Wilshere? I think we'll give Wilshere a rest, just in case, because he is a little bit injury prone, isn't he? And of course, Ospina going into the goal position instead of Cech. And Xhaka, he hasn't played many games. In fact, he hasn't played any games so far this season, has he? So we'll give him a start. That's two defensive midfielders there in El Nene and Xhaka. Xhaka a little bit more attacking than El Nene is, but already El Nene has scored a cracking goal this season, so we'll have to wait and see how these two pair up in the middle. Plenty of defensive, covered out full of defenders. Joe Willock and Nketiah starting for Arsenal, with Lacazette up front as well. But as you can see so far, we're still looking for the first goal of the match. Less than 20 minutes gone, and there is the first goal, and it is actually from the youngster. Nketiah gets the first goal for Arsenal. Fantastic to see him on the score sheet, and it was Granit Xhaka who got the assist for that goal. And 25 minutes played. Arsenal looking for a second off the crossbar, but headed in there by Jose Jimenez. And is that his first Arsenal goal? It might just be his first Arsenal goal. And what a time to come. 2-0. We are approaching half time. We're pushing forward here onto this near side. And Danny Welbeck played it in the middle there. And unlucky not to find its way through. But Arsenal do find themselves back in possession. Willock crosses, and at the near post, it is Alexandre Lacazette. Willock with the assist. And so far, our two youngsters, Nketiah and Willock, have started this game absolutely fantastically well. 3-0, just over an hour played here at the Emirates Stadium, and we're pushing forward, looking for a fourth. It's Nketiah, crosses far post, and the goalkeeper made a save, but Nketiah was there, and in fact, he was in an offside position when, I'm not sure who it was actually. It might have been Lacazette who took the shot on, sorry, so that one isn't going to count, but this one is, and that one is from Lacazette. And again, Granit Xhaka, he gets his second assist from the game. We're into the final minutes then, and after that disappointing draw against Leicester City in the Premier League at the weekend, pulling 4 goals here at the Emirates Stadium in Europe, there's no better way there to respond, so hopefully we can continue with this good form. And that one is not going to go into the back of net because the final whistle has blown. So another game goes, another victory there for Arsenal, and what a better start. Well, what a fantastic start to the season that we have had. We couldn't have asked for anything better. So let's see who we've got next. Aubameyang makes his debut in that game, so he is now back from injury. I don't think he's totally fully fit. Oh, we've actually qualified for the knockout stages as well of the Europa League, so that's nice to see too. Hopefully we can get a fairly easy draw in Europa League knockout round. And we're just talking to Lacazette there, bigging him up for his recent form. Hopefully that continues. We do have Everton next up. Now let's just have a look at these results. Wow, Manchester City got absolutely hammered there by Chelsea, 5-1. Manchester United won 4-1. And Tottenham are yet to play Liverpool in the late afternoon game, where Liverpool actually won 2-1. So Tottenham dropped points. That's their second loss of the season. That drops them down to 5th place. That's nice to see. Very nice indeed. Hopefully Arsenal can continue on with their good form. Don't drop points today, because we dropped 2 points against Leicester City. We need to get ourselves back to winning ways. Everton right now, they're currently in 10th place. So we are the favourites going into this one, of course. We need to change things around a little bit in our starting 11. We don't want to be starting with 2 strikers, I don't think. We're going to put Chet back in there. Of course, he is our main league goalkeeper. Who else? Aubameyang's not fully fit. I don't really want to be starting him. Lacazette is in form, so he will be starting. We've still got Joe Willock on that right side. He actually had a good game in midweek in the Europa League. There we go. There's a cam back. Mesut Ozil. There we go. And advanced playmaker support. Lacazette get in that striker position. Jack Wilshere and Aaron Ramsey in the middle of the park there for Arsenal. Alex Iwobi on the left wing. Willock on the right. Morial back and left back. And I think, let's just have a quick look. I think that's pretty much it, to be fair. The other ones are either unfit or injured right now. Slowly coming back to full fitness. I feel a bit bad for Granit Xhaka as well. He actually had a good game in midweek as well. But this is the team we're going with. Everton, pretty attacking, you have to say. So we could break them down through the middle. A little bit more defensive with their 2 defensive midfielders. But hopefully Mesut Ozil can pass around him and get us the victory. So far, no goals. Just over 15 minutes remaining here at Goodison Park. Arsenal are on attack with Alex Iwobi, who crosses, and what a fantastic header that is. It took a while to come, Not many chances in this game, but Lacazette scoring a fantastic header, and that one flying into the back of the net. And is that going to be enough to get us the 3 points as we push forward looking for a second? Cleared away, and a possible counter-attack play here from Everton. Played inside, shot comes in, and that one into the bottom corner. And Everton do pull the goal back. It's now 1 apiece, and now Arsenal have some work to do. 10 minutes to play. We're going to be making a change. Danny Welbeck comes on in place of Joe Willock, who hasn't had the best of games. And Granit Xhaka, who did have a good week in midweek in the Europa League. And now we are running out of time. Do we whack on Aubameyang? He's not fully fit, but we've only got a few minutes to play. Let's see if he can be the super sub to get us the winning goal. Lacazette goes off. And no, it doesn't look like he's going to do anything. We're into the final minute, waiting for that final whistle to blow. So we dropped 2 points last weekend against Leicester City. We dropped 2 points again this weekend, this time against Everton. Not good. The only positive we could take from that is that we actually gave Aubameyang a few minutes to get back to his full fitness, and Tottenham did drop points as well last week. But this is a new week. This time Manchester United, as you can see, have dropped points. Tottenham, they won. Chelsea won. And Manchester City actually lost there at home against Crystal Palace. So this week we need to big ourselves up and try and get ourselves back focused and get ourselves back to winning ways. We are taking on Bournemouth, and now we are 2 games without a victory. We need desperately to win this game. If we do win it, we do go back to the top of the Premier League table. I think the team is pretty much set up, and we might make a change or two. Put El Neni in there, a little bit more defensive. Aubameyang still not totally fully fit. Mkhitaryan is back. He will be going straight into the starting lineup on that right side. We have been a little bit weak going forward on that right side since he's been out. I think that's actually what we've been lacking. Bellerin's not been able to push forward enough or overlap Mkhitaryan enough as we have been pressing forward. But I think everybody else is okay. Koscielny and Jimenez there in the middle of defence for Arsenal. Lacazette is the main striker as always, with Mesut Ozil just behind him. Wilshere El Neni in the middle. Iwobi on that left side. Mkhitaryan on the right. A little bit more defensive there from Bournemouth. They are very jam-packed there in the middle actually. Jermaine Defoe up front on his own, who's always got a goal or two in him. So we've got to watch out for Jermaine Defoe. No goals in the first half. Lacazette has picked up a little bit of a knock here, so we are going to take him off. We're going to put on Danny Welbeck and Aaron Ramsey. No, actually, let's put on, there we go. Danny Welbeck's come on up front, and Granit Xhaka it was who's come on in the middle of the pot there for Arsenal in place of El Neni. Still searching for the first goal. It was around this time against Everton where we scored the first goal, but into the final 10 minutes, still no goals to speak of. Arsenal in possession though with a throw. Throw comes in, Jack Wilshere hits it, bottom 4 corner. And please hold on to this now, Arsenal. We're leading 1-0. This is going to be the last game of today's episode. All we need to do is hold on. We conceded late against Everton. Let's try and get this one wrapped up. Can we score another? We can't. The goalkeeper holds on to that. Jack Wilshere with the only goal of the game so far. Referee, I beg you, blow that whistle. We've got 5 minutes of added time to play. Here's Danny Welbeck. Good save from the keeper. Arsenal going close, looking to get this second goal. If we do manage to get this second goal, it will wrap up the 3 points, and there it is. Alex Iwobi, he scores Arsenal's second. Mesut Ozil it was who set him up. Arsenal 2, Bournemouth 0. That will give us the 3 points, and we are right back to the top of the Premier League table. The perfect way to end today's episode. Although we did drop a few points earlier on, it's nice to end with a victory. There is the final whistle then. Arsenal 2, Bournemouth 0.